Hi guys, and welcome to C++ tutorial of a point of sale system. This is a must-see tutorial. I strongly advise you guys to have a good look at it. There. So let me show you guys how this works. Okay, we already have some customers details in there, and this customer, supposing he or she doesn't want the following product, you just need to do is delete, and you can even delete as many as you want. Just delete, and you see the price is reduced. And in here, supposing the customer wants to pay by cash, and there we go, select that. There we can even reset and enter some another customer details in there, whatever the customer wants, and there we go. Right now, and that's about 40 something pounds. Let's go for about 55 in cash. There we go. And you can even print out whatever you want. Just click on print. The printing is now coming up straight onto my smart notebook. I will now select the very first option. You won't be able to edit. If you select this, you can edit, but I'm just going to say no point of editing. That's fine. And there we go, guys. So that is my receipt. So I'm going to close that. So hi, and welcome to Visual C++ of a point of sale system. I'm going to start by clicking on create new project, and right here I'm going to select CLR project right there. If you don't have that, just scroll around here, you should be able to see the template there. So I'm going to click on that and then click on next, and I'm going to give my project name. I'll just call it CPP point of sale POS. Yeah, that's fine, and click on create there. Alright, the application is about ready, so I will have to click on the Solution Explorer because I don't have a form, and right there, that is the property we're looking for. Click on the property, and this opens up this very dialog box. Now let me just look around here. It's saying it's Windows 32. My system is using Windows 64, so I'm going to click, just like you guys have seen. Now just click on Configuration Manager, and in there I'm going to change this to the 64 platform, and as you can see, it all changed to 64 platform. Click on close. That's fine. I will now come right here. You see where we have the linker, and as you can see, the platform here is already 64. So let's click on the link and drop it down, and we select the system. Click on system, and right there we have subsystem. Click on the subsystem. We want to drop that down and select Windows subsystem Windows. Click on Windows subsystems Windows there. The next thing we want to do now is to select advanced right here. Click on the advanced, and where we have entry point, I'm going to change that to main. There, you can enter whatever you like in there, and now then click on apply. Click on OK. There, first step done. Okay, the next task is for us to right click on the project name and select add and go for new item. Okay, this dialog box pops up. Let's go for UI, and inside UI I'm going to select Windows Forms, and right below it is the name of the form. It's myform.h. I'm going to keep that as the default name, then click on add. There, the form is now being generated. We just have to wait for it, although there's going to be an error once the form is generated. There we go, we have an error. So there's a way out. The only way out is for us to go straight to the Solution Explorer, and right there inside the Solution Explorer you see the form, myform.cpp. Double click on myform.cpp. there, and that opens up include myform.h. Right in there, you now need to go straight into this very forum that I'm going to show to you guys now. You see right here, the URL of this forum will be included onto the description area for you guys. You need to copy these lines of code. Just copy it all from here up to here. Copy. And I'm going to go straight to my system now. Tap down and just enter that very lines of codes. As you can see, I have an error. It's actually asking me to change the name of my project. The name of my project is uppercase CPP and uppercase OS. There we go. Double click on that and the error should disappear. You see that the error is gone. If let's save and run. If I run it, you will see a form, but I will have to close the whole system to be able to see the real form itself. Okay, let's run it first. And there we go. That's the form. Okay, but this very form you're looking at is not in here until I'll close this whole system and reopen it again. So let's run the form one more time and you see the form. There we go. That's the form, but it's not on the system. So I'm going to have to close the whole system and reopen it again. So you guys will have to do the same thing. So come up here and just click on close. There we go. Now we have to reopen it again. So I'll click on my CPP POS. It's coming up now. There we go. So let's go straight into the Solution Explorer. And there, that is myform.h. Double click on myform.h and we can get it. There we go. That's the form. Now we can start changing the properties of this form. Go to the properties and I will set the size as 1386 by 788. Press enter. There. Okay, now that my interface is ready, let's start with the design of the interface. I'm going to go straight to the toolbox here and let's select panel. There. And this panel, let's go to the property and change the property to fixed 3D. You see the border style? That's fixed 3D, so that is fine. Now I'm going to copy this very panel. We have one here. Let's extend this that much and move this all the way here. Right, that is fine. I'll bring it down a little bit. Okay, that's good. Select both panel and just drag it right down. Something like that. Okay, let's copy another one. That would be for the... Okay, let's bring it right down here and reduce that much. Okay, and all the way here. Bring it down and copy another one, and this is going to be inside here, and let's reduce it. We need about 3 of those. That's 1, 2 and 3. Okay, now all of these panels, let's select it all, and I'm going to change the background color to cadet blue. Right there. No, we want it to be cadet blue. There. And these are the ones I intend to keep them as, I want to keep those ones as control, so that's fine. Even let's change the form itself to cadet blue. Right. Okay. Right here, I'm going to add data grid view. Data grid view right here. Just drag it that much. I think that's we do. Yeah. And this data grid view, let's select. You see where we have edit, and I'm going to add as follows. In here, I'm going to add item. Click on add, or we can just call it items. Then the next one is going to be quantity, add, and finally I'm going to add amount there. So that is fine. Click on OK there. And the back color of this, I'm going to change it to something brighter or something lighter a little bit. That's fine. And let's add, let's come down here. I'm going to now add a label here. There we go. Add a label there. And this very label, let's change as follows. Come right down here. And where we have auto size, change that to false. And the color, that color, I'm going to make it bright. And right here, let's change that to, no, I think I'll leave it as none. And let's come right here. You see where we have font? I'm going to change the font to a barcode font that I've already installed. There we go. That's my barcode font there. Select that and click on OK. You can see the data inside it is now in barcode format. So let's come right down to the font size. I'm going to increase the font size to something readable. Let's make it maybe about 24 for now and see. Okay, that is fine. And let's get it centered as well. Align center there. Okay, so that will be for my barcode. Now the next thing we want to do is to add some buttons here. Come right down here, buttons. Okay, I need that, and I'm going to need 2 more here. Right, I may have to extend this, so that's fine, and bring it down. In total, I need about 24. Yeah, I think that will do. That's about 24, I believe. 6 by 4, that's 24. That is good. And I will also need some right here. So for my numbers, copy and drop it right in here for my numbers. And let's just increase the size of this, open it a little bit more. Alright, so that is fine. Okay, now let's design these 3 here. Come right here, let's go straight to label. Grab a label. We need 1 label here. Change the size of this label. First of all, let's change this. Let's extend it that much. Now for this label, I'm going to change the size to 20 or 24. Let's come into size, font size. I'm going to make it maybe about 24 as well. There, 24, bold. Okay, auto size fix. Okay, auto size is false, and the color, now I'm going to leave the color. Okay, let's click copy this, copy it. Now I'm going to copy another one and another one here. That is fine. These 3 here, I will then change their back color to white, something brighter, and border style, I'm going to make them fix 3D. That is fine for these 3. Yeah, and let's copy 5 of those and just bring them here. And up here, I'm going to then add a combo box. combo. There we go. Add one combo box here and there, and here I'm going to add buttons. And just grab this, drag it, drop it there, drag it that much, copy and paste, and there, that is it. So the interface for my project is ready. So all I then need to do is just to make it look a little bit more presentable. But before then, let me show you guys what I'm going to do with the buttons. I'm going to add as follows. Let's go to the images. Right here, image, select image. I'll now browse to where I have my image. The very first image is going to be that of this coffee, I believe, there. And I will repeat the same process for the others. So let's select the next one right below it. Come right here and change that to something. I want it to be similar. Okay, yeah, that's fine. There. Alright, this will be for drinks and this will be for coffee and so on. So come in here, select coffee again, and yeah, that's fine. Now I'm going to add black coffee here. And now we have to repeat the same thing for the others. So I suppose you guys get the whole idea. Okay, so let's speed that up. Okay guys, this is how the interface looks now. So there. So let's run it and you guys see what I'm talking about. And that is it, guys. That is how the whole interface looks now. Okay, that's not too bad. But that's very good. So let's exit out. Now you see these buttons. What I'm trying to achieve is when I click on this button, I want whatever amount I want it displayed here inside the cache icon there. So I'm now going to select every single button, including this very one here, the decimal point. Select it all and just select all of those buttons there. Now I want to use just one single event, so let's come in here, come straight to the properties, select this event, and in there I'm going to go to, you see where we have click event, so just give that a name, numbers only, and press enter. Now my events area or procedure area is ready. Okay, first of all I'm going to start by creating a button objects, and that is going to be, I'm going to call it number, or I could just call it B equals button. Then I'm going to say equals save cast, and the save cast is going to be button, and this button will have to be sent using a sender. There, enter, semicolon there. I'm missing an exclamation there. Okay, now the next thing is, let's use an if statement. If, open up a bracket, LBL cache dash text, that is it. No, text, let's change that to text. If it's equals 0, because I did enter 0 inside the text box, then let's open up curly braces, and I want LBL0 to be equals to B, whatever we have inside B. So grab this and paste it right here. Okay, now that is going to be B dash text. Enter semicolon. Okay, the first part is taken care of. Else, if I happens to be dealing with the, let's say else if I happens to be dealing with the decimal point, let's open up a bracket, then that is going to be equals if it contains the decimal point. Okay, now open up a curly braces, and in there I'm going to use an if statement. If this decimal is not, if it does not contain, okay, now let's put not there, that is the sign for not, that is it right there. If it does not contains, let's say dot contains decimal point there, and open up another coil braces, and this is what I want it to do. So I'm now going to grab all of these. In fact, I can just grab all of this, paste it here and there, and just change this very one here to plus sign. Okay, so whatever I have in here is added to this and added to this. Okay, that takes care of that. Else the display is going to be this. So grab all of these and write underneath here, enter else, and there we go. And that's from here down here should take care of all of those buttons that you guys are looking at. So let's run it and see how it works. Run. Now let's click on this button, look at that, and that is fine. Let's use the decimal point and try out the decimal again. No, I don't want it like that, so I need to find a way to get that cleared. And what about this? We need that to work as well, so end that. Now let's come back in here. What did I do wrong? Let's have a good look at that. So in here, if not contains this, okay, and what about up here? If this equals this. Alright, I think I found my problem right here. That is supposed to be if B contains this there. So let's undo that and copy it properly. Copy and paste that here. Paste. That is it. So if it contains this, nothing should happen. If it doesn't, something should happen. So let me save that and run it again. There we go. So let's select some numbers, then decimal point, and that is it. That is correct. It's now working how I want. Okay, that's fine. So let's take care of the clear. In the case of clear, I'm just going to copy this here. I just want to change the value in there back to 0. That's all. So double click on C and right inside C, press enter and paste. There, that takes care of the clear function. So I'm officially done with all of the buttons, the numeric buttons. Okay, let's try it out again. There we go. Clear. Oh, the clear is not responding. Why? Okay, let's see. What did I do wrong again? Was that the right button? So let's double click on this button again. Yes, it is in the right place. So what is the problem? Okay, get rid of that. Okay, it's just supposed to be one single equal sign, so let's run it and see. Alright, now let's try it out, guys. Clear, that is fine, now working as expected. So let me exit out. So what I want to do now is first of all, I need to add one more object here. Let's come in here. I thought I've added that before, so I just want to add there we go, print preview. There, that is it right there. Okay, that's cool. Now the next thing I want to do is to create some, I'm gonna have to create 3 functions, but first of all let me double click on the form. I want to add the following, so I'm going to say CBO payment dot items dot add. Yeah, this is very good with C++. Now you just need to put the dot and disappear. So I'm now going to enter cash in there. There we go. Just copy it. I need to add 2 more payment record or payment method. 1, 2. And the second one, I'm going to make that Visa card and followed by MasterCard. There, and that takes care of that. Now when I run it, this is what you guys will see, which means we will be able to drop the combo box down and select any of the payment method. Alright, that's cool. I'm going to exit out. Now the next thing that I want to do now is I'm now going to go right up here. Let's see, right underneath. No, not where this is just for the buttons. Okay, right underneath here. So right underneath this pragma and end region, I'm going to, let's say, double, and I will call that cost of item. There. Now I'm going to start by using, let's use try. There we go. And right underneath I'm just going to enter cash. Let's say cash. Whatever error that I might run into, let's get it sorted. So and that is going to be, we need to enter. Okay, and that's going to be that. I'll press enter, another coil braces. Now right in here, inside my very first try cache, I'm going to declare a variable. I'll call that maybe sum, and sum, get it initialized with 0. And I'm going to now use for loop for int I equals 0, comma, and I, let's say less than data review 1 dot, no, it's not working here. Okay, data review 1 dash rows, and I will also enter dash counts there. Okay, that's fine. And let's say I++. There we go. Now let's open up coil braces there as well. Right, so inside this coil braces, that's where my calculation will take place. Sum equals sum plus, let's get it converted, convert to double. Yeah, double. And that's going to be data review 1. Let's grab this, paste it right in there. And I will then enter the array, because I is an array anyways, and let's say dash or dot cells, and where the data that I want to add up together, that is going to be on column 2. The whole idea of this is when I run the program, I have to be able to add up the data or the value inside column 2. So that's why I've specified column 2 there. Okay, so we now enter a dash value, enter semicolon there. I think that is all. But since this function, I'm going to have to, since it's not void, then I'm going to have to return a value here. Let's say return sum there, and that takes care of my very first function. Simple. Look at that, very simple. So you guys should be able to take care of that easily. So take a good look at that very function. Now the next function, so with the next function I'm going to make that public, because I want every single button I have on my system to be able to use that. So I'm going to say public. Let's say there should be a column there, system column void, because it's not going to be returning anything, and I'm just going to give that a name. I'm going to call it add cost, enter parentheses, then enter curly braces there. Let's move it up so that you guys can see it there. So now in here I'm going to again just enter my try cache, whatever error. So that's the cache. Grab that and just paste it right in there. Copy that, paste it right there. Yeah. Okay, you see with this cache, I should have entered a message here. Let me say message box. There we go. Message box, column, and the message is going to be ex dash message. Enter semicolon here, and I might as well just copy that, paste that in here. Alright, for the second function. So first function, look at it here. Okay, that's my very first function, function number 1 from here up to here, and this is the second function. This function is to identify the column that I intend to calculate, and the second one is to calculate the column. Alright, so let's come in here, right in here. I'm going to use a for loop as well, so I can even copy this. I'm going to copy this, grab all of this, and let's come right down here, and I will declare the following: double tax, and I'm going to enter Q as well. Let's initialize tax equals 3.9, and Q, initialize Q with 0. Enter semicolon there. Since they are variables, they have to be initialized. Okay, now right underneath the Q, I'm going to enter the for loop that I've just copied. Alright, yeah, that is fine. Now let's enter curly braces. Within these curly braces, I'm now going to enter the names of my component. This will be for the tax dot, okay, let's say dot tax text, that is going to be equals, I'm going to say string column format, and enter speech mark, curly braces, and inside the curly braces, the whole idea of the curly braces is for me to be able to enter pound sign. There we go. So 2 decimal place. I'm now going to put a comma there, comma, and now I want to call my function, this very function up there. Okay, that's it. Grab that very function, including the parentheses, and come right down here, paste that there. There we go. Now this very function that I've just copied, I'm going to multiply it with by the tax, and then let's close the bracket, divide it by 100. Close the bracket. Divide by 100, and here we're gonna have to enter a bracket here. We have 1, 2, 1 here. Close this, enter semicolon here. There. And let's see, we have 1, 2, 1 more here, and 2 here. Get rid of that. Should be here. 1, 2. 1 more. Okay, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, get rid of 1 there. Okay, that's fine. Now that is for times. I'm going to copy though, copy, and I'm going to use the same for the subtotal. Paste that in there. Just grab all of these for the top subtotal and drop it right in here. There. And just get rid of this. That is my subtotal. Okay, with the subtotal, get rid of this. And let's see, I think we need to get rid of 1 more bracket there. We have 1, 2, 1. No, we need 2 here. There we go. That takes care of that. Now the next one is to take care of the total. LDL total. There we go. Paste that in there. In the case of the total, we now need to add another cost of items. So I'm going to grab that I've just copied, grab it, and when we add it, let's add it right here. Yeah, I can add it right there and enter a plus sign there. There we go. And that should take care of that as well. Alright. Okay, my second function is taken care of. Now I then need to take care of my barcode. I do need my barcode in there, so let's come right down here and I'm going to say Q equals. Let's see, let's grab one of them. I'm going to grab this one. Yeah, grab this and paste it right here. Yeah, and the pound sign, I'm going to have to get rid of the pound sign. Yep. No, because I do need I need to be able to add up. Okay, this will only give me the subtotal. Okay, I should be able to add up the total as well. Okay, I need the tax on it as well, so grab this and just paste this here. There, and let's get rid of all of these. There. Okay, so what else do I need? I'm going to get rid of this. I'm just assigning the, because this is in double and all of this is in double as well, so that's fine. That is for my barcode. So I now need to assign this into my LBL barcode. Come right down here, LBL barcode. The text that is equals, as follows. So I'm going to ask it to convert column to text to string, and this is going to be Q plus this. Grab all of these. Okay, your barcode, you can enter whatever you like. That's just what I intend to use for my barcode, and that takes care of the second function from there down here. Right, so far there's no error. So let's take care of the third function. The third function, I'm going to be using that for change, should in case if a customer decide to deposit cash, they might need change. So that's the purpose of the third function. So for the third function, let's come down here. Okay, I'm just going to say private system column void, and the name is going to be change. There we go. Now let's start with try cash. Let's copy all of these first. Copy that and type in try here. Try there. Okay. Now right underneath cash. There. Now in here I'm going to declare, or maybe just see, I might be able to copy one or two things here though. Let's come up here. Okay, let's just do it afresh instead of copying. Alright, so let's say double, and that is going to be my tax as well. Tax, comma, and let's go for Q as well. Okay, comma, and let's say C. Alright, tax, Q, and C. Okay, then let's say in this case, let's initialize tax. Tax is, how much do I have for tax here? Yeah, that's what I've got for tax. I might as well just grab that. At the end of the day, I still copied it. Let's paste that in there. That's tax. And let's use an if statement here. If my data grid view, where is it? It's right here. Data grid view does sell. Yes, I can use this. No, in this case I need to count. Okay, I can still grab it up to here. Let's grab that. And paste that in here. If data grid view dash row, and get rid of this and just you say count if it's greater than 0, close that. If it's greater than 0, this is what I want the system to do. Move this thing up. This is what I want the system to do. Right in here I want Q equals the calculation that I have in here that includes the, I can grab this very one here, that is Q, bring it down, paste. Okay, let's see my tax, and in this case we're gonna have to multiply that. No, we're adding. Okay, that's fine. That's subtotal plus tax. Okay, that will give us the total. That's good. Now let's say C equals, let's convert first, dot to let's say int 32, and that is going to be LBL cash, whatever we have in there, dot text. There. That is C. Now we now need change. Okay, I have a component called LBL change. So LBL change dot text, that will be equals format to string, or string format, and what are we formatting? Now want to, let's enter speech mark, curly braces, and that is going to be 0 column C2. That's pound sign, 2 decimal place, and come right out here, comma, and that is going to be C minus Q. The C is my, that's the change, or that's the cash really, not the change. So this is the amount deposited by the customer, this is the total, so we subtract that from C. That gives us whatever we have in here, and this will give us the pound sign, and that is that takes care of my third function. So let's come right down here so that you guys see the rest of the function. That's it. That's the third function. Okay, now let's take care of some other stuff. First of all, I want to make sure my item buttons work, so I'm going to double click on this very one, and let's start by declaring the following. I'm going to say dim, I said double price of item. That's my variable there, and price of this very item is going to be £2.30. Okay, that's the very first one. Now I'm going to grab my data grid view, so let's come right here. Nice. Okay, let's just type it in, data grid view, yeah, dot, that would be rows, yeah, that add, there we go. And what are we adding? We're going to be adding the following, depend on the name of this item. I'm just going to call it copper coffee, there we go, and copper coffee, comma, the item will be 1, comma, and the price should be, and the price in this case, that will be this. Grab that and paste that here, enter semicolon here, and finally I will now have to call my add cost, the function add cost, there, and that is it. So what will happen is with the add cost will be adding up everything for me. Okay, let me try this out. I'm going to run it. Let's copy it first. If it works, I'll just cut and paste it for the others. Run. Okay, decision time, guys. Click on that. Look at that. I'm very pleased with myself. That's it. Look at that. See, you see, if you If you guys grab your calculator and work that out, that is correct. Okay, I am very happy with me. Yeah, that's good. So I'm just gonna copy it and paste it onto the other buttons. There's nothing here, as you guys can see. Nothing so far. So let's take care of the others. Now come down here, double click on the next one. The next one is 190. That's 190. Paste that in there and change that to 190. 1.9. And the name is just copper, maybe cappuccino, something like that. Let's get this right. I think there's a U there, something like that. Yeah. Okay. Alright, that takes care of that. There should be another C there. Okay, let's copy this for the next one. Copy, come right here, double click on the next one. Let's double click on that and paste that in there. That's for the next one, and the next one is black coffee. Change the name to black coffee here. There we go. And the cost of black coffee, we need to get that right. So let's go back in there. That is 90p. Okay. And change that to 90p. There. So I guess you guys get the whole idea. So I'm now going to speed that up and get back to you guys shortly. And that is it, guys. I had to speed up the cost of each item, and that's it. It's just exactly the same lines of code. The only difference is the price and the name of each item. That is it. Okay, I have 24. I think that's a little bit too much. You guys can always go for maybe about 9 or 12. The choice is yours though. Alright, that is it, guys. So I'm going to run it. Let's run. There, decision time. So there we go. Look at that. Okay, and you can see the barcode for each of the item. That is brilliant. There. And that's it. So in this case, supposing the customer end up paying by cash, select cash, and let's say it's about 90. We should be able to click on these and we get our change here. Now let's start work on these 4 buttons. Okay, let's exit out, and I'm going to start with the button. Yep, this very one. Let's start with the pay button. Double click on that, and I'm just going to use an if statement there. If CBO, which is the combo box, if the text on it is equals cash. Okay, now I want the following to happen. Let's see, what do we want the system to do? In that case, we want the system to call the change. Yeah, just call the change, and that's it. Else, we now want LBL change dash text, and I want that cleared there. And what about the other one, which is the LBL cache? LBL cache in this case, and I want that to default back to 0, and that's all there is to it. So the pay is taken care of. Right, that's good. Now let's take care of the other one, maybe the change. I think we should take care of let's take care of the remove item. In the case of remove item, I'm also going to need, let's copy this, that of the change. So once we remove something, we're going to be using that as well. Remove item. In the case of remove item, I'm going to go by saying for each data grid view, for each data grid view role, let's point to the, that will be role in this data grid view 1 dot data grid view selected row, yeah, rows actually, selected rows. Then let's open up curly braces, and in there is going to be data grid view 1 dot data grid view, that's a data grid view 1, let's change it to data grid view 1 dash row dash remove row. There. Okay, so now that that is taken care of, I think this is uppercase. Yeah. Okay, now that that is taken care of, we now need to, this is the only bit that we need in there. We just need to now call add cost. That's it. Once you call add cost, I'm going to paste everything to do with, there should be a semicolon here. I want to paste everything to do with the change itself. There we go. There. So that is also taken care of. Now let's take care of reset. Come back out here and scroll right down, and here we have reset. Double click on reset, and with the resets, I first of all need the data grid view. I need that cleared, so come copy all of this, let's paste that in there. Data grid view clear. There. Now let's go for LBL, yeah, dash text equals clear. Okay, let's just grab this here and repeat the same thing for the others. LBL cache clear. LBL change clear. Cache, that should be default back to 0. Then we have LBL subtotal clear. LBL tax. LBL total. There. And now let's take care of the combo box. CBO and there, clear. So that takes care of the clear function. There. So I'm going to save. Let's run that and see. Okay, so let's just enter whatever item that we want in there. That is good. Nice one. All right, that's about £40. Let's supposing £50 was deposited and cash. There we go. That's nice. Look at that. Okay, supposing we want to remove some other item. No, I don't want the pink cake. There. I'll remove the other ones. Look at that, guys. Yeah, look at that. And we can even reset it all. Right, so all that is left for us to do now is to take care of our print button. Okay, so cash is paid, £30. There we go. There, we just need to be able to click on print and we'll print out this receipt. Alright, so let's exit out. Okay, let's go back here and double click on print itself there. And the first thing I'm going to do with the print is I'm going to call the following object. That's going to be the bitmap, and I'm just going to call it bitmap as well, and enter semicolon there, and right inside my button here. So what I'm going to do is let's declare the following variable height, and that is going to be equals to my data grid view 1. There we go. Dot height, and there. So I'm also going to call the data grid view 1 as well, then assign the rows and so on. So let's grab this, grab the height. So we may have to speed this up. Press enter, and there I'm just going to enter. I'm going to say equals data grid view, and that is going to be row height, no, row count actually, row count. There we go. And we multiply the row count by the data grid view template, row template. Let's say dot row template dot height, and let's multiply that by, I think, 2. Yeah, that would do there. And I'm just going to speed that up. And right there, guys, those are the lines of code that I'm going to be using to print out my system. Okay, and what's going to happen is I may have to print it out on one of these smart notebook because I don't have a printer. Okay, now let's go out here, save that first. So have a good look at the lines of code for the buttons, but you also need this. You must add this object. So let's go straight into. So we want to now click on this object itself, print document, double click on print document, and you enter these lines of codes there, and that's all there is to it. Okay, I'm going to save that and let's run it. Okay guys, I will now select whatever item I want. So let's just select as many as we want. Okay, those are the items that I want, and I'm going to check out my remove and make sure that works, and take note of this as well. But first thing first, let's pay by cash. I'm going to enter about 50 in there. Okay, so let's get rid of 1 or 2 that we don't need. There we go. Okay, so that shows that it's working, and reset works as well there. Okay, let's add some more product, and we then try out our print. Click on print. There we go. The print is coming up now. It's coming straight onto the smart screen, my smart notebook. So I'm going to click on OK here to select the first option there, which is non-editable. There we go, guys. Look at that. So my print works, and that's it. So guys, with that, I'm going to call it the end of this very lovely tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed. You all have a nice day now, and bye for now.